Please go subscribe to the Rumble channel for Franchise Sports TV under the name FSTV22. Now, I'm using that Rumble channel for any purposes of me getting kicked off YouTube and also for more of my spicier joints. It's free as well. I have the freedom to say whatever I want to say as well. So go subscribe to FSTV22. That is Franchise Sports TV 22 on Rumble. I think it's time for another episode of Tainted Legacies. It's not just one person. I'm thinking about coming after everybody. And the people I'm coming after is people who these players that request a trade and then they put the team through all this garbage throughout the whole entire offseason. Yeah, I'm talking about people like Damian Lillard. Even though I do give Damian Lillard some slack. Portland ain't doing anything. They seem like they're in the rebuild. But also at the same damn time, I don't know. I didn't think about it. Maybe he does need to leave. But there's been others. There's been others that request trades and then they don't get the trade and they sit out for a whole season. One being Anthony Davis. Caused practically a whole hissy fit. A bunch of shenanigans to get out of New Orleans. Sat basically the whole entire season just to get out of New Orleans so you can get to LA. It's just like that. Just when that was going on, that just turned me the wrong way when it comes to these players. I don't think when Oscar Robertson was fighting for a player moving back in the 70s, I don't think he mean all of this. I don't think he was hoping for all this to happen. It's just like every year it's always somebody who trade me, I'm gonna sit out. Trade me, I'm gonna sit out. And it's different from football. When it comes to these running backs not getting paid for what they work, that's totally different. And in the NBA, these dudes, some of these dudes that be complaining and sitting out and not wanting to play for these teams are the same ones that come up short in the season or in the playoffs. There's been like Anthony Davis now, Damian Lillard, now James Harden. Ben Simmons is another one. Even had to put Kyrie out there after Boston. He wanted out. I don't blame him for leaving Cleveland. I think it was some shenanigans going on with LaQueen over there. But the way he left Boston, I don't blame him for Brooklyn because Brooklyn seemed like a garbage organization. But it's like, come on now. This whole player movement crap it's coming out of control, especially with the superstars. I just never seen this much. You ain't see it this much in the past. Yeah, some people, but not like this. Not like this. When the tuck gets tough, I want to leave. And join another super team or form another super team. Just diluting the product of the NBA. It's completely ridiculous how these players do it. But if I call it out, I bet you somebody will be in their feelings about it. Some fan will be in their feelings about it. Crying in the comment section because I call it out when I'm seeing. I don't like what I'm seeing. So I'm going to call it out. And it's weird that they keep doing this each year and nobody's saying anything. But eventually one of y'all going to pay for this. And the load management too. I spoke about this also. The load management. Hopefully, whatever the new rules they got in place curbs this load management because this is crazy. Last year, I think the last couple of years has been crazy. And people are load management is part of the NBA. It was never really part of the NBA at all. It wasn't part of the NBA back then. When you got players playing at Chuck Converse, playing at a high level, almost playing 82 games or 83 games in the ABA, 82 games a season. Without all the proper medical supply or procedures. None of that was back then. But you got them out here playing forever. Well, not forever. Play 82 games. Now these motherfuckers don't even want to get on the court. Oh, I don't feel too well. My toenail hurts. Let me sit out for 2 games. It's just ridiculous, bros. It's just ridiculous. And they wonder why the NBA ratings are sloping. They think this new in-season tournament is going to do something. I think the in-season tournament is corny as ever. Oh, they play-in work. Well, the play-in work. Yeah, whatever. I barely watch the play-in games. But anyways, we'll see what happens with Mr. James Harden, Damian Lillard, people like that. You'll see what happens this coming season. What shenanigans are gonna be pulled with this one? I did say I didn't want to cover the NBA after this past season, but maybe I will, because it is, on top of it, at the same time, some of this stuff is entertaining, even though I think the product needs to improve big time. I don't think the product is where it should be. The product now is just tainted. It ain't what it used to be in the 2000s. Everybody talk about how bad the 2000s was. 2000s was too slow pace. Yeah, 2000s is probably the last good era. And she saw some basketball. I don't care if it's fast place or slow place. At least players gave it their all on both sides of the court. None of this low management bull crap that we seeing now. You can say whatever you say about the previous eras in the NBA. But all these historical events that have been done, I cherish the NBA of the old more and more. Because they was real hoopers. And they were gentlemen. Not a bunch of rude ass. Shoot, they talk about Rick Barry. How much of a jerk he is. I think these players are freaking catching up with Rick Barry and how they act now. Rick Barry. But anyways, I won't make this video too long. These player movements, man. James Harden, at this point in time, in my humble opinion, people like James Harden, just go retire, man. Because I don't know what you can expect from the 76ers. You can sit out you can sit out as long as you want. Maybe that's his plan, sit out for a whole entire season and come back. Maybe it'll be good for him. I don't know. But anyways, the world keeps spinning, and soon another season of the NBA 77. Is it 77 now? 77th season in the NBA is upon us. And we'll see a bunch of shenanigans again and tomfoolery. But anyways, tell me what you guys think.